Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian.
And I'm Diego.
And we are back for more Noragami Aragoto. So last episode,
Medicine Man, what do you do this time?
Yeah, Kugaha went up against Yato. Yato doesn't know that he's, first he doesn't know his name, and also he doesn't know that he's one of Bishamon's regalias. And what's his name? Suzaha, I think the guy's name was.
Yeah, it was Suzaha, and
he was killed.
He was killed.
He was eaten by phantoms, and Bishamon, looks like she's being blighted. It's either and I was editing. I think we might have missed this, but how's it? Aya. What's her chick's name?
Is it the pink hair chick?
Yeah. Iha. She when they showed her, she was hiding with her scissors.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure if I heard this. Oh God, heard this correctly, but I think we heard like the sound of a little phantom, like off screen. Like the phantom was off screen, but we heard its sound. I think so. Maybe she does have something to do with it, inadvertently. But I don't know. But yeah, she Kazuma brought all the regalia to the foyer or whatever, so that they could
spy and see if there's any of the stuff on them to show that they're the ones causing the blight.
Kugaha's checked them all and then showed himself. He's like, yeah, no, we're all good. I can't believe you would think so. And then
he throws doubt.
Yeah, so everybody's doubting him. Kazuma's doubting himself. He's like, what, did I see something? Like, what's going on here? Because then Bishamon showed up and she was perfectly fine. So either he covered it up, or it showed up and then disappeared, or I don't know exactly. But then it showed later on at the very end. He wants to kill her. He wants to use Yato somehow to do it. So that's it. We're not sure how that's gonna go. And
I remember it's like if you kill the god, like they don't die because they're like not that.
No, you can just bless you.
Sorry.
No, you can just straight up kill them. I mean, it's not just that they're forgotten. I think you just kill them.
Oh no, I meant like if you kill them, like it doesn't harm the
regalias.
That's it.
No idea. Didn't think about that.
Because like if he kills her, like isn't he still also one of her regalia at this moment?
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen to the regalia. I don't think so. I think they're just names. They wouldn't be regalias, I guess, or they wouldn't, because usually to not become a regalia, they sever their contract or their link or whatever, so that they're no longer that person's regalia, and I guess that name's removed so that they're not like a Nora. So I don't know what would happen with these regalias if she just dies. I'm pretty sure that since she's gone, the link's cut, so they'd probably be they would be free to join another god or goddess. So, and then Yato and Yukine are worried about Hiyori forgetting them somewhere online, and Kugaha's kind of seeing that more so with Yato. But yeah, that's it. So, guys, so I'm not sure if you noticed, but basically almost all the Noragami videos are being blocked now. So unfortunately, I'm very sorry for any inconvenience this might have, but we're gonna have moving the reactions to our website now. So all I have to do is just go and follow the link in the description. It'll take you right to the website. It's very easy. But yeah, guys, that being said, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the next episode. Okay, nice. Things are picking up rather quickly. We're on episode 3.
There's only like 12 episodes on here, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
it would take longer to do that.
Yeah. Because I enjoyed last season, but it's just like, I don't know, it didn't get to like the crazy crap.
It could be that since last season was mostly, in a way, just set up in a sense. Like they have. Like,
yeah, I know,
like,
but
by this point,
still, I didn't expect it to like. Just by the way, our third episode, we're gonna take everything.
That's true. So it's just. I just didn't expect. Like it seems like we're already getting closer to hitting that end game of the
everything I didn't want to happen. Kazuma being found out.
But it does seem like that he did save her probably with the whole.
Yeah,
I know that's obvious by this point. It's just that like it seems he never told her for some reason.
Well,
I mean, it probably would because she wouldn't want to accept it.
I think because he said they don't discuss it, so I think he's told her that she just doesn't want to accept it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he didn't. But still, she exiled it. She sent him away. God dang it, freaking Kugaha, like that. It's whenever Yukine showed up, his face was insane. Like you could see like the insanity on his face when he smiled after seeing Yukine. Man, I want to like just smack that smug grin off his face.
Oh yeah, no, I don't, but I don't understand why he seems to hate Bishamon, or at least want to cause so much harm to her.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. Maybe she didn't
the
really
probably
cause something to him.
Either we're supposed to like. I don't think they really said or alluded really to anything. He just says that all that he's really sad about her is that she's not the the war god that she used to be. She's not as strong as she used to be. Something like that. But he also just seems to just straight up hate her for some reason. So I mean, either we're probably gonna find that out eventually, and the way this pacing is, I'm going to assume it's going to be relatively soon, but possibly not. Maybe they'll save that revelation
with everything
to later.
That's happening so far, like he said, like the whole pacing thing. Like, what are they like? How are they going to be able to like finish this around like?
I mean, again, there's only 12 episodes, so there can be a lot that goes on within 12 episodes. So
sure
it could be like in Full Metal. Like the last day was like stretched across I think like 10 or 20 episodes, but it was well done to where it was also believable because I mean like, oh, this is an hour and this happened during this hour. There's this happened while this thing was happening. I think it's just that there's so much that this is why it's so early. There was a couple things whenever Yukine first showed up at the tree. I was worried for a second that Yukine would think Yato did it.
Yeah.
But luckily, I'm really glad that it didn't go that way.
Yeah,
not that it wouldn't have made sense, but I'm just glad that.
I was kind of like those
yeah
misconceptions and miscommunications.
But then
and what have you.
And now not only is he heartbroken the fact that his friend's dead, he also feels extremely guilty that he got Kazuma in so much trouble that Bishamon actually banished him, and he's just feeling so much right now, which isn't great. It's like not only is it I feel terrible for Yukine, but it's obviously gonna affect
Yato. I mean, at least this time he knows, he knows to be able to get it all out and to hopefully, but and talk to people like it. So
that's a lot for such a young kid to endure, to shoulder that kind of guilt, and oh man.
And then I feel bad for Kazuma because
he's trying to protect her.
He's trying to protect her, and she's just so angry.
But it's hard because it's like. That was her family. So
it's understandable, and I feel bad.
I hate it so much.
I hate
Kugaha so much. It's like, he's such a good manipulator.
He's a great villain.
Sorry, go ahead.
I just you see him just weaving those webs as he's going. I don't want.
I get it.
Yeah, no, you see him weaving those webs I don't want to gossip. But it seems like and stuff like that. Or when she's like,
then don't do it.
When Iha. That's it, not EA. Iha. So she's like, hey, do you think I can have more messages? Like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And he's like, do you want to find a way to help Bishamon? And so he probably gave her the staff.
The scourge, as they call it, yeah. It corrodes regalias. So that's kind of...
And the jar thing is also bad. Of course it's bad, but still, it's just like,
that's technically supposed to be the first time that it's introduced, because we saw that in the last 3 episodes with Robbo, whatever, that guy. But but he wasn't actually supposed to be in the show. But so this technically is the first time it's kind of introduced.
Yeah. So
at least for us.
But just so much has happened in this 20 minutes something.
It does seem what's her face Iha was kind of, you said it, petty, very much so petty, she was apparently her.
Yeah, she was her clothing basically. She was her armor.
Yeah.
Before Glasses Chick. And because the new girl, I think because she's supposed to be relatively new.
Yeah, what'd she call her though? She said her name. Sugaha. Okay. See, I misheard it, and I was like Suzaha, and I'm like, wait a minute, Suzaha's okay. No, what'd she say?
But she just seems like so
names,
jealous.
All
and
their
angry.
Names are so similar. It's really hard to get.
Yeah.
But she's I mean, I can understand.
But
that's gotta suck. After she said a century.
Half a century,
okay.
So 5 years. No, wait, no.
50.
Oh yeah, half. No, yeah, I got that
decade.
With the decade.
Gotcha.
No. So yeah, still 50 years is a while. And so she's like, no, So but she may have just felt like, hey.
The fact that she seems pretty young too, so she's that feeling of betrayal is gonna be pretty hard. We also kind of got a little more confirmation with Kugaha that he uses some kind of medicine to cover it up or make it or get rid of it. So he probably did that with Bishamon, or whenever maybe when he cleaned off the phantom off of her, it disappeared on
he's like,
Bishamon.
It looks deeper this time. But
so I'm wondering if actually thinking about it now, if he actually if she, whenever it showed what's her face Ayaha, whenever he was checking through everybody, I wonder if she had it on at that time, since he was only him that was there, I think, when he was checking everybody. Kugaha, remember when he was checking Kugaha was checking everybody.
Yeah.
And then it was he was checking her. And they didn't show her back really. They showed like a little bit high from her back. And I think
I think it was supposed to insinuate that he basically that he checked them all over.
Yeah, I'm just wondering like if she actually had it at that point, but he said, and then he just covered it up. He got rid of it afterwards, and then just you're clear, because I don't think anybody else was behind there except for him and the other the patients. So unless I
think Kazuma was supposed to be there with him, but he was there since he was
no, I don't think so, because it's supposed to be I think they're supposed to the privacy. Okay, no, never mind. It shows up her back. Unless it was lower, but I don't think so.
Yeah, but
okay.
It could have been that he basically gave her the medicine.
But yeah, I don't know.
Maybe a little bit beforehand.
This might have not been any kind of. He might have cleared it way before they even got checked out. I don't know. But either way, I also thought that going back to Yukine and Yato real quick, that when Yato wasn't telling him, I thought he was gonna tell him, take the brunt of Yukine's anger and just tell him I'm not gonna let you see him again. I thought that it was going for that in the very beginning. He was like, you're not gonna see him. I'm like, oh man, Yato, come on, spare this pain. But then he's like, no, just don't go there. It's not very safe. And then shows up. And then a few minutes later, Yukine finds out about him being killed and whatnot. Yeah. So
I just feel bad that he couldn't have just it would have caused him pain, but it probably would have been better in the long run to explain him I'm sorry, but your friend is gone. A phantom attack happened.
Yeah, but he probably still, even if he did, he probably would have went and checked the place out. And then he would have seen, or he would have at least because he ran into Kazuma at the I just blanked on what they're called.
Cherry blossom?
Shrines. No, he ran. Yeah, he ran to Kazuma in the shrine. Yeah. So they weren't at the tree. So he might have just went straight to the shrine, which might have been better actually.
No, I remember from what I remember, he actually went to the tree. Yeah. So, yeah. So it seems he probably followed him from the tree to the shrine.
Right. Okay. Anyway,
but I wouldn't be surprised if he knew how to get there anyway. So
not that. I'm just saying I would have thought that he would have at least had time, so he didn't tackle Kazuma, and then they would have fallen to the shrine. If he went to the shrine first, then at least Kazuma wouldn't have both gone to wherever they're at, wherever Bishamon's place is at. Another thing I wanted to mention, talking to Kugaha's manipulation is, this is more what I thought. But I don't think this was the exact case. Obviously, he did want Ayaha to show up and fight Yato. But I thought what his plan was to Yato thought that Bishamon sent him or sent Ayaha, and so I thought, okay, so he's gonna think that, and then then Bishamon's gonna find out that they're fighting, and if he ends up, she'll either find out that he's attacking one of her regalias, or if it came to this, killed one of her regalia. And then, Bishamon will think you just came after another one of my regalias for no reason, thinking that he was not doing self defense, and then Kugaha just manipulating things, but that wasn't the case. I just thought it was gonna be going that route. I was like, oh, Kugaha, you mastermind.
I don't think I thought about this is still
right.
pretty
Yeah. I just thought it was going that route, but his idea was a bit better, I think.
Yeah,
but
taking her, making him think it was Bishamon who took her away. Because he has such a strong attachment to her, and he just kind of is like, ooh, I felt like I could just see that anger kind of seething and starting to come by, ooh, that's not going to be pretty in the next episode.
And I'm not sure if it was the bells and the sashes that protected him from
maybe
Kazuma's restriction, or what do they call it? Is it a restriction, or what was it called?
Binding?
The binding thing, whatever it was.
Yeah. I bound your name.
He wasn't able to affect him with it, and Kazuma unfortunately didn't back away. I wonder if he could have at least made a border. I wonder if that would have if he would have been able to pass through it with his bells and whatnot. I don't know if that would have affected him that way.
It seems what mostly held him though was just, made him not move was just the shock of I bound your name. No.
Yeah, I'm just curious if a border would have done anything.
Yeah,
I don't know if he would have been able to pass through it, or if that would have kept him away. But yeah,
I also feel kind of it's probably an obvious thing, but I didn't think he could just go and cut the bounds. Yeah. That was actually pretty neat. They could do that.
There's a lot of bouncing around right now, but going again to the before I go there, the Bishamon, or not the Bishamon, sorry, whenever Kazuma, he puts Kazuma to sleep, I guess, knocks him out, and then he takes both Kazuma and Hiyori, her phantom body. And so now I don't know where he's taking them exactly. Probably either to Nora's or to Bishamon. And he's like, okay, yeah. By the way, these two are working together. She's a phantom. Then screw up Kazuma more. I don't know. Or take him wherever Nora's stays. Excuse me. Bouncing finally back to what I was gonna say with the scene where Bishamon is, has her gun pointed at Kazuma, and then all the regalias are getting upset, and it's like, oh crap, this is gonna hurt her a lot because there's so many regalias getting upset. This is the danger of having so many.
Were they all crying because of the body?
I think there was
they had,
a
or
lot
because
going
of
on.
because of the whole speech that.
I think it was a lot.
Just a combination.
I think
of all the stuff
it
that
was
happening.
like Susan, because those I don't know if those were the three, but I know there was a group last episode that were like whenever Suzuha was like they didn't know he was dead yet. He hadn't been around. And so they were like really sad about him. They're like, don't cry, that's gonna hurt, or don't get upset. It's gonna hurt Lady Bishamon. And so there's that going on with it. Right. Them finding out that he's dead, and the fact finding out that he's been working with Yato, and that the fact that they're having a fight, and that she's pointing her gun at somebody, and it's just all this.
Yeah, and then like you could see as she first holds it out, like she's like maybe not fine. Yeah. Since she's like super pissed and upset and feeling betrayed and stuff. But like as everyone starts to cry and all that, like it just hits like she's like and she's like has to use her other arm to kind of hold up the one that she's holding her pistol with. And
then she ends up shooting at Kazuma. I was like, god dang it. And Kazuma has to put up a border, which is also very bad. It's like, and then you hear the whispers.
Yeah, like
that border up against Lady Bishamon. I was like, oh no.
Like that significance of having to defend himself against her, shooting, and just like
and like she was just about to take his name.
She couldn't do it. She couldn't. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I mean, in a way, it's a bad thing because of what happened.
Yeah, because then he made him vulnerable to Kugaha.
But I didn't know that was gonna happen.
No, so, I know. I got you.
But at the time, I was like, at least he still has his name.
Yeah, I didn't know either. I didn't think that was the thing. But it makes sense.
But I wouldn't be surprised if that's what, because like it seems he was basically probably her last surviving regalia after the whole basic
they mentioned it before that
that like I mean when
he was around when this happened, so we don't know what's going on. Even Kugaha, I think that was the name of the lion guy.
Yeah. Like he doesn't know because they were all because it seems like after the whole massacre what have you like he and she were the only two like of the like it was basically as if it was like Yato with only one regalia and stuff, but over time she got her family back, but this whole family is kind of.
Well, what's even worse about it is like not only is she weaker because of the stress and then the negative emotions from so many regalias. Kazuma is kind of what held these other some of the other her weapon regalias, her main regalias together. Like I forgot the two kids, but they're the guns that aren't very good at aiming right now. I mean, so he's the one that
makes sense because like one is like looked like a revolver and one looked like they're not.
Well, I think it's just because they don't know how to necessarily control their power, so like just it's hard to aim it. And then there's the other guy who's the giant sword.
I can cut through anything,
but he's not like
he
does not like Yukine to where you can choose what he cuts.
Yeah, like he's like I'm not good at doing borders, so because of that I can't I can cut stuff in the real world as well.
Yeah.
So like it's Kazuma that allows us to be able to function.
He reels me in.
Yeah. Like he is their coordinator. He is one of the most important parts of this group.
Yeah, and you can tell the other girl that's the new armor is like so new because she's like, well, I mean, it happens.
And I was like, hey, it happens.
I was like, yeah, but this is Cosmo. You don't understand. He's been around for years.
But like the whole he is your savior. He is not your not your enemy. Like he doesn't believe he probably knows no, not probably. We know he knows. So it's just I just feel bad because he is loyal. He's not an enemy. He's not a traitor. He just knows that Yato isn't as bad as she thinks he is because it's all she's aware of. He killed her family.
Yeah, it's hard something to accept. And again, it's pure speculation, but they might have been, if not like romantically involved, they were at least had some kind of a friendship
in some way, maybe.
And so that allowing him in, and then this happening is just like such a deeper betrayal. Not the Cosmo part, Yato part.
The opening thing, right?
Yeah, the opening. Yeah, the opening's bit. Just because I don't. Again, I could be completely wrong about that, but it's just like. If that's the case, that just makes the betrayal, the fact that he killed so many of her regalia just so much worse.
All of them except for one.
Just make it hurt so much more. Yeah, Kazuma didn't do it. Yeah, he wasn't causing her so much, causing her blight. But that's all I have for this episode. Did you have anything else you wanted to mention?
No, I think I'm basically good.
It's just this.
This
I
was.
think the second season is like. I mean, again, I enjoyed the first
I'm
season.
kind of
second
reminded
season was ridiculous.
of Young Justice. Because remember how some people say how the first season was mostly character driven, the second season was mostly plot driven.
Yeah, I can see that.
So like this feels a lot more like because like you know we had a lot more. It's what seemed like
we know these characters now for the most part.
Like the first season had a lot of whole like you know like with the guy falling from the building and stuff forever.
Yeah.
When they first met Kofuku.
Yeah.
It was mostly a lot of these are the characters that this is our cast.
Apart from like a couple new introductions like Kugaha and Aiha and Suzuha, who didn't last like a whole lot. But yeah, like just they'll show these characters that will have actually Suzuha did have an impact on the story because of Yukine.
Yeah.
And so all these, it's just I don't know. I think the writing is pretty good.
No, yeah, the writing is great. So it's just
But
like since we have our characters and our story, our cast and everything, we can now use these to go even further
and
beyond.
I just don't know. I just don't know whatever what's gonna happen. Like how Yato's gonna handle it. What he's gonna do. Like Yukine is still feeling pretty crap right now, so I don't know if he'll be able to help him because he's gonna be so distraught. It's gonna make his blade weaker probably.
Yeah.
And I don't know what Yato's planning. Like I don't know if he'll go straight to Bishamon or I mean that's not gonna end well. So I
wouldn't be surprised if this also helps Nora in the sense that he might have to use her because I thought when he was saying like when he was talking earlier with the whole like it's like you know when he's like when he popped his neck I thought he was actually going to ask Nora hey and then you know use her.
Well no he was asking Ayaha why she was there what you know what.
Oh I know that I thought he was getting ready to fight her with Nora. I was like oh no but I wouldn't be surprised if next time that is what he probably needs to do.
I'm going like 80%, 90% sure he's not going to go use Nora at all. First episode was pretty alright in terms of our guys. Like after these last few episodes, the last couple episodes, we just have had a crap time. Like we're just failing all over the place. Yeah guys, that's it for this week's episode for Noragami Aragoto. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to check out the rest of our stuff, make sure you hit the button right next to me. And if you want to stick around for next episode, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Or if you want to check it out a week early, go ahead and check out our Patreon. Link right there. And down below also. Again, guys, that's it. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you next week.